Hello students, now today we will discuss the next part of the chapter acids, bases and salts, and the topic is that what do all acids and bases have in common, right? So we have studied one reaction of acid with metal. So when acid reacts with metal, they generate hydrogen gas. We have already studied this reaction. They form salt and generate hydrogen gas, right? So it means hydrogen is present in the acid. In every acid, you can say hydrogen is present, right? So we can do one activity for the confirmation that hydrogen is present there, right? So then you can take a beaker and in that you can take cork, and on that cork you can use nail, right? So you can take some water and some acid in it, and this is cork, right? This is cork, right? And here are two nails, right? And make this level of acidic water so that these nails become acidic water. Acidic water means there is some acid in water, right? Now attach these nails with wire, right? And then use battery here. You can use 6-volt battery, and after that you can use a bulb here. Here you can use a bulb, right? And after that you can use here key, or you can say switch, and then through wire attach this nail. Now when acid is there in the water, then this bulb glow, right? And if there is any other solution like alcohol is there or oil is there here, so then bulb will not glow, because oil and alcohol, they don't dissociate to give ions, whereas acid dissociate to give ions, and these ions then conduct electricity. These ions then conduct electricity in solution. Conducts electricity in solution. It means acid dissociating ions. Acid dissociating water to give ions. So these ions conduct electricity. So this circuit gets completed and then bulb gets glow. Now after this we can take another activity, right? And in that activity I will take a test tube. This is test tube, right? And in this test tube I will take H2SO4 solution. This is H2SO4 solution. This is concentrated H2SO4 solution, right? And in this I will add NaCl. Right? Then what will happen? H2SO4 reacts with NaCl and it generates HCl gas, right? H from H2SO4, one H plus ion from H2SO4 and one Cl from NaCl, they react to form, they join to form HCl. And what is left here? Na and here HSO4. So Na here will be Na positive and here HSO4 will be negative. Then Na plus ion and HSO4 negative ion will join to form NaHSO4, right? So HCl gas is produced. This is in pure form. HCl exists in the pure form as a gas, right? So when this gas is evolved, it can be tested. This can be tested with litmus paper. Litmus paper, that is, you can take blue litmus paper, right? And if you take dry litmus paper, then that is dry blue litmus paper, then color of the blue litmus paper will not change. Now if you take moist blue litmus paper, that is moist means dip in water and then use it here, right? So here is the moist litmus paper. So when we use moist litmus paper, then HCl molecule, they collide with this moist litmus paper and they get, that is some molecules, they get dissolved in water present on the moist litmus paper, and when they get dissolved, they liberate H plus ion. They liberate H plus ion, and this H plus ion then changes the color of the blue litmus paper to red. So some part of the blue litmus paper which will get in contact with HCl molecules, that become red, right? So this activity, this experiment shows that acid gets ionized in water only, and after ionizing it gives H plus ion. Why it gives H plus ion? Because it is clear from this reaction that it gives hydrogen. So if it gives hydrogen, it means hydrogen atoms are there, and in aqueous solution that hydrogen atoms are released in the form of H plus ion, and it is the characteristic of acid that acid in water give H plus ion. In pure form, that in gas form, it will not give H plus ion, that is HCl in gas form, it will not give H plus ion. In water it can give H plus ion, and this is clear from this activity, right? So what are acids? Now we can define acids. Now acids are those substances which give H plus ion in water, or you can say which give H plus ion in aqueous solution. Aqueous solution means water solution, right? So, and this concept, that is, and this definition is known as Arrhenius definition of acid, or you can say this is the Arrhenius concept of acid, right? Then what is base? So base, it is a substance which give OH negative ions. OH negative ions in aqueous solution, right? In aqueous solution. So this is also according to Arrhenius concept. So this is also known as Arrhenius base, and we can also see it as Arrhenius acid. There are other concepts of acid and base which we will study in 11th class, that is Bronsted-Lowry concept of acid and base, and then Lewis acid base concept, right? So base, that is, for example, I will take an example of base, for example NaOH. NaOH is there, right? So it will give sodium ion and OH negative ions. Now I can take another example, magnesium hydroxide. So it will give magnesium ions and 2 OH negative ions. Now because it gives OH negative ions, so it is a base. Now here you can write aqueous, right? Because in aqueous solution they give OH negative ions, right? Like acids. So we can now generalize the reaction between acid and base, and the reaction between acid and base is known as neutralization reaction, right? So acid and base, they form salt. We have already studied this type of reaction, and water. Now we can represent acid by Ha because it gives H plus ion, and A stands for acid. So we can represent acid by Ha, and base, it can be represented by BOH because base give OH negative ion and B represents the base. So this will give H plus ion and this will give OH negative ion, and both will join to form H2O. That is this. And then B and A. And here if we are removing OH negative ion, so the charge on B will be positive because the overall molecule is neutral. And if we are removing negatively charged ion, then charge on B will be positive. And similarly here, if we are removing H plus ion, so A will be negatively charged because overall it is neutral. So B plus ion and A negative ion, they joins to form Ba, that is solved. Now this reaction is molecular reaction because we are showing here molecules. We can show this reaction as ionic reaction also because it gives H plus ion. So here we will write H plus ion because it gives OH negative ion. So we will write here OH negative ion and both joins to form H2O. And this is known as ionic reaction of acid and base. Right? Now the base which are soluble in water, that are known as alkali. Because all the bases are not soluble, so the bases which are soluble in water, that are known as alkali. The base which are soluble in water, that are known as alkali. For example, base of first group elements. What are the first group elements? Lithium, sodium, potassium. These are the first group elements, and we start from, actually in case of base we start from sodium. Because lithium hydroxide is somewhat covalent compound, it is not completely soluble. So it starts from sodium, that is NaOH is soluble in water, KOH in soluble in water. So these are known as alkali. And the other which are not soluble, that is magnesium hydroxide, it is not soluble in water, that is not completely soluble in water. Similarly, calcium hydroxide, that is not completely soluble in water. So these are not alkali, but these are bases. Right? Now we will discuss how to make a solution of acid. Acid is very dangerous to use, so we should be careful while making a solution from acid. That is, while mixing water and acid together, we should be careful, right? So take precaution when you make solution from an original acid, that is concentrated acid. Now it is suggested that we should add acid to water, right? And when we add acid to water, we should add slowly and carefully, because when we add acid to water, it is an exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction means the reaction in which heat is involved. So we should be careful while adding acid to water. We should add slowly acid to water and while stirring it, so that the heat generated does not allow the solution of acid and water, or the mixture of acid and water, to splash out. If there is, if we add acid suddenly in water, then there will be large amount of heat evolution, and due to large amount of heat evolution, the resulting solution may splash out and it can fall over us. And it may be that the container containing the acid and water, it may break, and all the mixture, it can spread over us. So it is dangerous when we make solution from acid and water, and we should be careful. And when we mix water to acid, then acid becomes dilute, and this is known as dilution of acid. Dilution of acid means when we add water to concentrated acid, then it becomes dilute, and this is known as dilution of acid. And next topic we will discuss in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.